Well, before I learned thinking maps, it was the same thing. It was all over the place, but now it's organized. And usually now when I write down things in a thinking map, since the thinking map has a certain type of thinking, you could get extra thinking because like if you write down one thing, more things could come. And then like sometimes when you write it, it could enlarge and you could have more things to write down.
When I didn't know the thinking maps, like Raina said that I just wrote on the paper, but then like if I wanted to compare someone, I just like kept writing on the lines, but then now I could use like a double bubble map to compare persons, or I could just put the details on a circle map.
These are called thinking maps. How do they help you actually think better? Which is sort of an odd question. I mean, you already know how to think, right?
Yes.
How do they actually help you think? What's going on in your brain? Is there something different?
It's just like putting your thinking in different maps, so that sometimes helps us because it helps organize our thinking, and also it helps us think in different ways.
That wasn't organized with my thinking, so then I started with the thinking maps, and that made my thinking more organized. We just use a tree map or sometimes a brace map to put the animals, what kind of animals. So it clarifies the story to us. It makes us understand the story. Help you see your thinking.
They help your... Now, why does that? They help you see your thinking. How do you think that helps you?
Because you get to putting it down on paper.
Uh-huh.
And you get to show everybody else what you're thinking about and how.
It helped me probably think, because like when I think of the tree map, I think of different categories, like one big idea, but then like different categories that big idea has.
A flow map, it could tell you the steps and you can know what to do. We use the brace map, like on the whole part we have our persuasive writing, so we would have the topic that we're writing about, and then we would have our opinion, and then our evidence, and then we would restate our opinion, and we would just use different maps to help us understand what.
In math, we sequence or like the problem, like when we don't understand it, we want to write it down so we won't forget it. We write it down in a flow map to help our sequence, or sometimes we use a circle map on writing to get started and see and put our thinking ideas inside the circle map.
It helps us because first it helps us like think. It helps us plan out, and then once you have everything like planned out, once you make your map to plan out, you can start writing, and if you're confused in a part, you can go back to your thinking maps and see, and then it helps you because you had already planned out.
We use like a flow map because Ms. Holtzman taught us how to do PowerPoint with the computer. We have to do a specific sequence to get started on our PowerPoint.
Choose what to write about, but you have to choose things you want to write about. You can compare and contrast them by seeing which one you know more about.
Right now we're studying social studies and events from the past in colonial America, and like the Midnight Ride Power Beer, we could use a brace map because we get the big event and we just break it down what things happen.
When I go to the store, I help my mom by organizing like what are we gonna buy.
Is that right?
I compare my two little brothers. Yeah, I double bubble.
Did you do that?
Yeah.
Did you actually do it at home?
Yeah.
Really? Now, did you share it with somebody?
Yeah, with my mom to see who was better and who did mischievous.
Usually the flow map, and it's my favorite because like at home, if I'm playing like a video game, and I have to, it's like a bonus round, and I have to do certain steps like a passing, I use the flow map to keep them in order and to not do something wrong.
What's a flow map?
And why is that?
Because you get the causes and effects of stuff.
And how has that helped you?
In my book club book, it's called But Not Buddy. I use the causes and effects a lot of how Bud changes and how he how stuff happens to him and how he solves it.